Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I wanted to map a few charts so that it can be helpful for the ones who are struggling to learn this strategy or new to the group. Let's start mapping cable for now. So normally we draw the weekly and then the daily and then the hourly level. So where do you usually draw the level? I mostly draw at swing points or last time pre-breakouts or inflection points or extreme ends of the swing point, if it's acting as a liquidity pool, etc. Now, where is the recent level compared to the current price action? It's obviously this swing point, and we mark the weekly level as red. And where could be another level? Obviously this is the last bit of high that it made before price broke out of this swing high. Another level is here. This is the last bit of high that it made before price has broken out of this swing point. As you can see, price fell back and it exactly made the low around the last time pre-breakout, and then it went away. Now, these are the sort of areas that you would look to trade in the hourly level if you see a decent level and a naked one. Now, these are, all the levels are not necessarily going to give you a trade, but these are potential areas that you could look to form a trade in the hourly time frame. Now, let's look at this level and let's go to the daily level. So this was the weekly level here. Now we could see a double top pattern which has been broken out. And where is the last high before this swing got broken out in the daily time frame? Obviously the last high it made was around here. So let me just color this orange in the daily level. This was a last bit of high, and you could see this is a double double top pattern. Now this was the weekly level, right? And this is the daily, and we had to finesse it to the exact high before price broken out. So I had to finesse the level. Instead of being here, the level is now here. Now if we go to the hourly time frame, we know that we have a decent level. We have one touch, two touch. You could say this is a two touch level. So, and also you could see the duration is quite huge. It's formed from July to August. It's almost took 1 month to form this level. Now in the hourly time frame, you could see that it is definitely a naked level. This is the last high pre-breakout before price broke out in the hourly time frame. Now this is obviously a level to look for a long trade. Now where would you place the stop loss? Since the weekly level is just below the daily level, I would make sure that my stop loss is way below the weekly. And the only place I see is this candle, the thrust candle. We normally place a stop loss at the candle that is has broken out of minor swing highs in H1, and you could see that this candle has broken out this structure high. Okay, and the target would be this higher high, higher low. This would be the target, and I want price to collapse like this and down into my level. Now let's see whether we have any confluence. Do we have any fib confluence? So when we are drawing fib, we choose a decent swing point in the daily time frame, not the weekly, only the daily. Now this is the only swing point I find at the recent point. If we drag from low to high, we could see that 38.2 lies kind of around here, and you could, if you mark this level, so this is 38.2. So yeah, we got the weekly level, we got 38.2, we got the daily level with the hourly level as well right here. So we have some confluence around this zone, so I would expect price to reverse from this zone to my target. So I hope you guys understood how this cable was mapped out. Now let's look at another pair, AUD/USD. If we go from the weekly time frame, I already got this marked out. As I've said that I mark at locations. It could be last low pre-breakout, it could be swing points, it could be inflection point. This is the last little bit of low that it made before it fell sharply down. And if you go to the daily time frame, you can see there is obviously an inflection point. The daily point, the daily level, this is the last bit of low. This is the last low pre-breakout before price broken out of this swing point. If you go to the hourly time frame, it did this level was naked, it did react and then fell sharply down to the downside. But I didn't take this trade because there were a few problems here. I mean, this was a critical point, since it accepted through the level and then it turned back and bounced from the rejected from the weekly level and then head downwards. Then again it pushed up, tried to challenge the level again, but it failed. Then it got rejected again. Then plenty of congestion areas just before the news. So I didn't want to take this trade. I mean, there were so many warning signs that it could have built a key structure here and then it could have just broken out to the upside. So that's the reason I didn't take this trade. But let's look at the downside, if we have any levels to draw. Now obviously if you look at the downside, this is the last bit of high that it made before it broken out. And if you go to the daily time frame, this has to be financed to this high. And let me color code this orange. This is the last high pre-breakout before before price has broken out of this swing point. So obviously this is a key area to look for a long. And if we go to the hourly time frame, we obviously see that the level is naked. So we have to finance the daily level to this high, because this is the high, the last high in the hourly time frame. This is the hammerhead. As we know, price tends to come and hit the hammer or shooting star or inverted hammer, whatever we call it. Now this is a two-touch level obviously, and now let me see whether I have a fib confluence here. Beautiful, just 38.2, just lining up with the daily last high pre-breakout area. I would love to see ATR tomorrow or day after tomorrow. If I see ATR pass, I would definitely try to go long from here. I want the ATR pass. Since I have a fib, I just want to ATR pass right now, because the duration is not so big, just like the cable, you know. It has just formed for 3 days. This duration was just for 3 days. I have a fib confluence, but I would also need ATR to trade this. So yeah, so GBP/USD, AUD/USD, and nothing much. And yes, and about ETH, if you go to the daily time frame, we could see a double bottom pattern has been broken out. Most possibly we could see inside day failure. We could see a bearish inside day failure. We could take out the highs and then we could, you know, if it drops, if it rejects from this daily level, I'll look to short again. But it seems like it's still bearish right now. This was the last low pre-breakout here. So yeah, that was it, guys. I hope it was something that you can learn from. And I've actually made the group paid. And all the new members who are going to join now, they have to pay a fee. And I want to provide some services like, you know, market mappings, you know, just general trade ideas, or how the idea will play out. And obviously I would love to discuss with you guys. And those who are already in the group, it's just free forever, just nothing to worry. And thank you for supporting this group, guys, and thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much.